Ndamukong Suh only played with Jalen Hurts a couple weeks and has so much respect for him. Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we discuss what he said on the Rich Eisen show about Jalen Hurts' work ethic and similarities to the GOAT, Tom Brady. We also got to discuss some draft talk by breaking down the film of one Alabama DB, Brian Branch. He played nickel at Alabama, but a lot of people believe his game can transition to the safety position in the NFL. And all I got to say is, I agree.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today we got a lot to get into. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, help your boy out and hit that like button. Y'all been killing it. Subscribe, ding the bell, and join notification gang. Also, look in the comment section. The top comment should have a link for the merch. Same in the description. However, it's easier to get to, but check it out. We got hats and shirt, black, white, and Kelly Green. Y'all seen the black with the Kelly Green writing. Y'all saw the black with the white writing. We also got Kelly Green hats and Kelly Green shirts. All different styles, dad, truckers, snapbacks, buckets. If you end up buying it, send me a picture on IG or Twitter. I greatly appreciate it. A lot of y'all already copped it. Much love and respect. Let's get into it. So, Ndamukong Suh with some high praises. Let's just hear what he had to say on the Rich Eisen show about Jalen Hurts, and then we get into some draft talk.
Where does Jalen Hurts rank amongst teammates for you? I mean,
He's up there. I don't have a specific number for him, but I got a lot of respect for that kid.
Why?
Jalen Hurts is one of those guys that just being around him for 10 to 15 weeks.
Yeah, it's just brief time. Yeah.
Like just seeing him work and the conversations that we were able to have centered around some business things that he's looking to do and some stuff that he had some opportunities with. Like, he is very sharp, very special, and he is a tireless worker. So I got a lot of respect for a guy at that age to have that type of focus and determination. He's going to be in this league for a long time.
Well, and I understand what I'm about to ask, but are there any similarities between him and Brady where you see the way they go about their business or anything, anything at all?
I would say the similarities that I see between the two of them, because they're obviously completely two different players,
No doubt.
but their work ethics and their determination to push other people around them in a positive manner. I think that's a great leadership trait, and everybody has their particular ways of doing different things. And the one thing I really like about Jalen, maybe because I'm very similar in that aspect of the way he leads is by example versus by always talking and yelling and doing those particular pieces, where Tom was a little bit more boisterous, which rightfully so. And I think that's more of his personality to have those overall conversations to the ultimate group, to where Jalen likes to pull guys to the side, have those conversations, but also at the same time can address the entire group and has comfortability to do it in a very sharp way.
I mean, 10 weeks, and this is what he picked up, because Jalen Hurts is just getting started. We've seen his Super Bowl. We've seen the MVP runner-up season, and we think this is who he is. I mean, if he's that person, great. But there is still room for growth in his passing, in his decision-making, just all-around game. That's the scary part. Shout out to Ndamukong Suh. And listen, Sue, if it gets around that August time and you're not playing on a team and you want to come back, I wholeheartedly believe the Eagles should and will consider, depending on where we go in the draft, if we do get some D tackles, Jalen Carter, Kalijah Cansey, maybe not. But why not take Sue around August? That August signing right before the season, I can see that. Now, before we get to the tape, let's look at Brian Branch's just ability to play physical, right? Let's look at Brian Branch's 2022 stats via PFF, mainly tackling, right? Stat category, total, and rank. Tackles, 74, that ranked third. Missed tackle percent, only 3.3, that ranked first. Run stops, he had 24 run stops at the nickel and safety position, that ranked first. and run stop percent 7.8. That ranked first. Just look at his grade all the time he played in Alabama. Back in 2020, he had a 90.5, 2021, 92.0, and 2022, 91.8. And you know why that matters? Because he gotten better grades each year almost as he played more. Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, you don't really play until your senior or junior year because there's always so much talent. Brian Branch got better as he was playing more snaps, which is harder to do. Your statistics should be better, or your percentage if the sample size small, because you leave yourself vulnerable for getting beat one or two times. That could change it. But PFF got him as the best tackler in football, and I co-sign it. I co-sign it. Let's get to the tape before we talk a little bit more about Brian Branch. Here, he's playing in a nickel position. Why? Nickel cornerback. We've seen guys, CJ Garner-Johnson, a nickel corner. He transitions to safety early in his Eagle career to 1 year. The little problem I seen from him was run discipline. He didn't hit his gaps right, and he couldn't make the open field tackle. Now, he was a big hitter when people weren't ready for it. Shout to him, and I'm not trying to downplay his game, but watch here. You got Brian Branch close to the line of scrimmage, and guess what? Eagle Nation, we all love Bijan Robinson. This is going to be a play against Texas and Bijan Robinson. So he's lined up right at the line of scrimmage. Boom. He goes inside the tight end or the wide receiver. He's going to be working against a left tackle. He goes there. He sees the handoff. He spins off the left tackle and helps make this play. Now, he's not the only one who tackled Bijan there, but to engage and disengage on a left tackle and beat Bijan to the spot with his quickness and his physicality, that's impressive, incredible, to be honest. Now you got number 14 Brian Branch at the line of scrimmage to the left. He watched the guy go across the field, and now they're going to see the ball's in the running back's position, running back's belly, I should say. Watch what he does. He just stays engaged and then disengages and makes the tackle. Let me bring this back and let me go faster because I kind of messed it up, to be honest. I like this play. Again, self-aware. He goes outside in case he has to guard him, stays with him. Again, perfect leverage and the ability to disengage from the block when he needs to. But the willingness to play his position, not over pursuit, was all there. Again, just reading and dissecting the play. Now we're going to see what I want to see because Desai likes to blitz his safeties in his nickel positions. And Brian Branch will be competing with Terrell Edmonds and Reed Blankenship, but watch this. This is a run play, a run blitz, but it's perfectly timed. He reads the quarterback's clapping and just hits the line of scrimmage at the perfect time. Here we go. Sees him clapping, starts running before the play, gets in between the blocker and just blows up this run. Just quickness and ability to read the play. Now here he was playing the slot receiver, but once he's seen the motion, he motions in, the other cornerback takes the slot receiver, and now he's free to blitz. Again, sees the clapping, times it perfectly, gets around the right tackle, and just smacks the quarterback. You got to love that. Just got to love that. Now, he's not always going to be able to Troy Polamalu time it, but it just shows his awareness and play recognition and tape study, to be exact. Now you got him here. He's circled going against the guy in the slot, and you see two other corners guarding the outside wide receivers. Now, on this play, they're going to motion one of the outside guys, and when he motions, he does a good job sliding over, slides over. Now he got him. Now, I think the offense thinks that's a mismatch, but his coverage grade is good. Goes up there and gets the pick. So it looked like the offense tried to exploit the mismatch. Oh, we got a nickel or a safety on our speedy guy. Let's just do a little out route. He read it, played inside leverage, and got the interception. Here you're going to see he's guarding one of the receivers in the slot, not the closest slot, but the middle receiver. And the linebacker's responsibility is there and there against the runner back. Well, what happens is the linebackers get caught up with all the slants inside. Nobody goes with the running back. But Brian Branch does a good job leaving his responsibility, reading the quarterback eyes, going out there and getting them which could have been a big play, turns to a very minimal play because of play recognition, pursuit, and tackling in open space from Brian Branch. Here, we got, again, coverage at the nickel position. You see two safeties on the field. He does a good job playing his man here, one-on-one. And now, once the guy runs a post route, he says, oh, wait, I got a safety inside there. So he sees it, safety inside there, reads the quarterback eyes, and goes help out on the one-on-one against the number one receiver for the opposing team. Jumps the route from the nickel position. He's going to jump the route and get the interception. A tough interception because there's a lot of contact there and whatnot. But again, play recognition. He is the nickel corner. He could have ran the post route or the slant route with the inside receiver, but he said, nah, I'm going to pass off coverage to the safety, and I'm going to go back and help the guy who's beating my outside corner on a slant. That's play recognition. The way he's able to leave his assignment to make the better play in the run, in the short pass, and for an interception shows me that his game can transition to the safety position. If you look at what he did at Alabama, I would say 85 to 88% of his snaps came from the slot or at the line of scrimmage or in the box. He blitzed exactly 44 times. He blitzed 44 times. I don't know exactly how many sacks and what off the top of the head, but I know he blitzed 44 times. And that makes it interesting because we talked about Terrell Edmonds' role. We talk about what Deshaun Desai wants to do. And Brian Branch could be an absolute weapon. Now, he's not going to play nickel for us. It's Avonte Maddox. However, when offenses go 4 wide receivers set, you can play 3 safety, big nickel, 3 safety. You'll have Reed Blankenship, Terrell Edmonds, and Brian Branch all on the field with Avonte Maddox, big play Slay, and James Bradbury. But a couple things that I don't like about his game that I saw that I was gonna put in this too, but I figured it was already long enough. Let me just chill with it. Is that if you leave him on the island, right? If he's playing a wide receiver on the island, he can get beat deep. When I say deep, like post routes, quick, what do you call that? Stop and goes. So he can carry a receiver up the field, but post routes, stop and goes tend to get him when he's on an island because he likes to be physical. Sometimes his physicality gets the best of him and he starts losing leverage, losing the battle, and the receiver gets open. He's not the fastest guy, but he's not slow either. So I just think that, again, putting him at the safety position in the NFL with great corners, with the defensive coordinator mindset to keep him around the line of scrimmage, use him as a weapon, I think it can translate. He can and will learn how to be a post safety. I believe so. But if you ask me his best attributes right now, it's kind of what we talked about, playing in the box, being a weapon, guarding receivers in the slot if need to be, watching running backs out the backfield. He's not going to be your single high safety roaming around. But again, he's young. He can easily or he can learn to be that. But I think that you want success for him early. You play on what he does best. And I think we can still use that position. What he does will fit for what the Eagles need because we don't know who's playing the box. Terrell Edmond, Reed Blankenship. Most likely it's Terrell Edmond. But again, I have high hopes for him. But Brian Branch could be the future. Again, we did sign Edmond on a 1-year deal. You can't just say, well, we got a safety this year. Let's disregard it. Whoever's on the board at 30 might not be better than Brian Branch. We don't know how the thing's going to fall out. He might not even be there at 30 because people could look at him as a safety and a slot corner, like a C.J. Gardner-Johnson. But again, one-on-one coverage with no help. He gets beat over the top sometimes, but his coverage to tackle, to play recognition is, I think, the best in college. Between his play recognition, his tackling with physicality, and his coverage skill, when you grade it all in its totality, I got him the best in this draft. Now, you see guys like Witherspoon and Gonzo. They're true corners. I'm calculating everything. I'm trying to calculate him as a safety, And that's why tackling and play recognition is so important to me. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you made it to the 15-minute mark, drop the muscle emoji. I was a little bit stuttering after the video. No AC. It's hot. Don't got no water. That's my fault. That's why I need a producer. I need a stock fridge of cold water, and I need somebody to turn the AC on in the morning for me when I forget. I'm just kidding. Appreciate all the love and support. Check out the merch. Hit the like button. Until next time, you know what time it is. We out.